Just finished work, and I work very close to, not too close, but closer than I live to the big shopping centers, the bigger cities. So I thought after work I would just head on out there, have a leisurely time at Dollar Tree and a leisurely time at Walmart. I had a list, I had some ideas, and sometimes these ideas need to foment at the store. Well, it ended up being anything but leisurely, but that's okay, I got some stuff done. So let me show you my haul and tell you what I got, tell you what I'm thinking about, and tell you what happened. On my list I had some food items. One of them was refried beans. They had different types of refried beans there. I really love them in this bag. They store so much better and flatter than the can. So I got one of these. I have one already, but I'm planning on having tacos soon. I got one of these brown sugar molasses Kingsford baked beans. They looked really good. Putting this away for winter, I think. I like to make cornmeal muffins and have beans on it and stuff. So I'm going to try these, and if they're good, hopefully they'll continue to have them at Dollar Tree. I got 2 enchilada sauces, a green one and a red one. I love tacos, I love burritos, so I'm trying to kind of up my game on those. I also like those frozen burritos, and a couple people have told me that they make lazy enchiladas with them. They put the burritos and then just pour sauce on it and cheese and stuff. So that sounds like a great idea. So I've got 2 different colors, and we'll see which one is more of a favorite here. I also picked up some Rotel. I like to have Rotel in case there are no tomatoes available for tacos or whatever. It's great. This is the original diced tomatoes and green chilies. Now I got 2 almond milks. I went to Grocery Outlet recently and got some almond milk. One box of almond milk was $1.99. They'd had almond milk there earlier for 99 cents, but for whatever reason, you know, they kind of change their inventory all the time. So I just got one, and then I got a refrigerated one, but I like to have some shelf-stable ones as well, so I got 2 of these. So I'm set for now. I keep having this piece of hair that will not, where it is, stay down. So forgive me. I know it's there. I don't know why it keeps popping out. So I got 2 parchment papers. I use them for baking. I also use them in my new little New Wave oven. It's not new to me. So I got 2 of those. And I got some more tongs. I love these tongs. I have a red pair, but I'm doing a lot of cactus planting right now, so I took the red pair down to where the garden area is. I'm using it there, so I got a white pair to differentiate it for my kitchen. I also got it looks like a 5-pack of ramen. I love to have ramen in my pantry. I don't usually use the packets. What I do is I just make the noodles up, mix them with vegetables, and put on soy sauce or toasted sesame oil or something like that. So I'm set now with ramen for a while. I got this chai black tea for the winter. It seems like it would be kind of fun. I'm going to be experimenting with hot drinks this winter. I make that cider, that Christmas in a cup. I made it for a friend of mine at Christmas last year, and he regularly brings me cider now from Grocery Outlet. So I end up making it about once a month for him. So unfortunately I was able to find a new supply of mulling spices out of season. So that's good. So I'm going to be trying other stuff. I have dried lemons, I have some dried oranges, I have cinnamon sticks. So whatever, hopefully this will be enough in itself, but if not, I can always buff it up with more stuff, dried stuff I have at home. It'd be kind of fun to have just some nice hot drinks. I got this minced garlic. We're going to see how it is. I had a huge container of minced garlic that I got at the grocery store from a well-known garlic manufacturer, and I have found that it was not very strong. It took like a heaping tablespoon to get any sort of flavor out of it. So I'm hoping that this, as little as it is, might have more of a garlic flavor than the other did. So I'm going to give it a try. I also got some chamomile tea. Again, I wasn't certain what to make of this. I looked at the ingredients. It said pure chamomile flowers. So we'll see how much it takes to make a cup. If 1 cup's enough, might be a nice thing with honey. It just it's a very calming tea. I like it when I don't feel well or if I need to calm down. So $1.25. I'll give it a try. Also got another pack of small light bulbs. I have some small lamps and some night lights in my house, so I will just use my last one. So I like to have these on hand. So this Elmer glue is going to help me in my latest hobby. Well, it's been an ongoing hobby, but I've gotten a little more into it. That's cactus growing and farming. And I love growing cactuses and succulents. They seem to be the thing that grows best for me up here in this hot, dry climate. So I do get pricked because I don't wear gloves and I don't wear any long sleeves because I just like to get right into it. So sometimes it's hard to get those little thorns out. So I was reading that if you put some Elmer's glue on the area affected and let it dry and peel it off, it pulls the thorns right out. So I'm definitely going to give that a try. So as many of you may remember, I had a big Christmas baking crisis last year. I just had a breakdown. So many cookies to do, and I didn't feel up to it, and I was getting stressed, and I was trying to do everything perfectly and everything you know, from scratch, and it just was overwhelming. So I'm not going to get myself in that position again. I have less cookies to give out this year, less people, and that's fine. But I do want to do something for those that I generally take care of at Christmas, because many of them are my neighbors, and I love them, and I do love to show my appreciation to multiple people in this area who've been so good to me. So I'm looking at other things to do or how I can augment what I already do. So one of the things I looked at, or was looking in the glass areas, these little, they have these little, I guess they're little jars here, candy jars or whatever, and they're very cute. $1.25. I thought, you know, I could fill this with brownies, or fill it with cookies, or fill it with chocolates, and wouldn't that be a nice little gift to give? You could put, gosh, no, I can't get it. There you go. You could put some ribbon around it, a little tag, and this is $1.25. You spend a couple bucks on candy, and you can fill several of these up. So this is one idea I'm pursuing. You could even put a cookie mix in here, or a brownie mix or something. So we'll see what transpires with that once the Christmas items come out. I'm also looking into incorporating plants and cactuses and things into gifts I give. You know, sometimes you're invited places and people don't want, say, what can I bring? Oh, don't bring anything. And I don't drink wine. I don't know what sort of wine to bring, or people don't drink wine. I don't know what they like. And I hate to come empty-handed, but I am doing all this cactus and succulent growing, so I thought I would start using that to give as gifts or host as gifts, or part of a bigger gift. I have people who come to me actually and ask me for plants, so they need them for whatever reason, somebody's gift or something. I'm always happy to oblige, but it's made me realize that it's an appreciated gift, and you know, people like to have them to give, so, and like to get them. So I'm looking at ways to make that happen. So I was looking at the galvanized buckets at Dollar Tree, and they had some for Thanksgiving that I did not care for. They had two different sizes. They had a fairly large size, and then they had a size about this big. The ones they had for Thanksgiving, although everything else for Thanksgiving at Dollar Tree was great. The galvanized, they were very light. They were not. I didn't care for them, so I just got a plain one the same size. And I was walking around the store, and it turns out they have these little little planters with holes that are just the same size. So I think there's 5 in this for $1.25. This was $1.25. You take one out, you put it in here, you put your plant in there, and you ribbon or something. You have such a cute little decorative piece, or something very nice to give. I also found bigger buckets. Again, I did not care for those Thanksgiving ones, but they had some adorable ones for Halloween. This one, this ghost one, and this was my favorite, the Day of the Dead. And they also had inserts like this for the slightly larger ones. I think there's 3 in the larger ones. So again, put a plant in there, you're good to go. A cactus, something with a pick, you know, a holiday pick, one of those sticks with a little pumpkin on the top. And what a nice gift this would be. I couldn't believe this was in like the floral section, and this was in the seasonal section. I'm going to be doing something like this for Christmas, with Christmas themed ones, as part of what I go to this cookie exchange once a year with all my friends. And you know, when we all had kids at home, having cookies, tons of cookies to bring home was awesome. Now none of us want to gain weight, or people have health problems, so I've tried to not always bring cookies. So I think this year, instead of bringing cookies, I'm going to bring everyone a plant or something I've grown in a galvanized container, and I think it will be very well received. Now I also got this Immune Boost tea, and I got it because it was good for winter, Immune Boost, and it said here that the tea bags are individually wrapped. So I'm gonna have to open that and see if that's really the case. Actually, I think I'm gonna open it right now so you'll know too. So one of the things I'm gonna do this Christmas, again, I'm not gonna do a lot of baking. I probably am gonna make each family 2 loaves, like a banana loaf and a chocolate loaf, or I don't know, 2 loaves. And with that, I'm gonna go to the thrift store and get a couple of matching Christmas mugs, maybe 2 per family. And I sew, so I'm gonna sew some Christmas napkins up, cloth ones, and have some tea in it too. So, oh look, they are individually wrapped. So wouldn't that be cute? A little Christmas basket with some loaves, maybe some chocolates, a tea bag, and a couple of seasonally appropriate tea bags and teacups. So that is what I'm thinking. I will keep you posted as I go through this. Again, having no oven and all that stuff, my stress level, this, you know, I have to mix it up a little bit. I do have a place to bake. A friend of mine who lives about a mile away has kindly offered me her use of her oven during the baking season, so I will be taking her up on it, but cookies seems like it's maybe a bit much for me, for everyone else. So I'm going to be experimenting with things as I go through, and that's kind of where I've ended up, at least with some of the ideas I have for the holidays. Now, I was planning to go to Walmart right after Dollar Tree. I kind of had this whole leisurely afternoon laid out, and so to get from Dollar Tree to Walmart, you can take the freeway, or there's a sort of the old highway goes through town, and I like to take the old highway through town because it's more interesting. I see what's going on, goes through the center of town. So I left Dollar Tree, you kind of go up a hill. As I get to the top of the hill, I see people running out of their houses. What the heck is going on? I keep going up, I look to the left, I see a huge fire. Just tons of smoke, and this picture I took does not do it justice. It got huge. Black smoke. I do have that Watch Duty, which is a fire app, and I could hear it going off, but of course I was driving, so I couldn't, I was able to take the picture because I was at a dead stop, but you know, I couldn't check it. So I continued on down that alternate to the highway, and it did look like it was on the highway, and I saw all this traffic coming the other way, so turned out they had closed the highway because the fire was right there, and they also need to get emergency vehicles. As it turned out, the fire was jumping across the highway to the other side of the highway. So I get to Walmart, and doors are locked, people are standing outside. I guess because of the fire, they had no power. They might have been on part of the grid where that fire was. I know there were almost immediate evacuations. So I just went home, and you know, it is always very emotional when these fires happen. I think it's more emotional for me than it's ever been. I've been here 4 years, and the fire started really getting bad in 2017, which is now 5 years ago. No, 2015, we started getting huge ones. So that's been 7 years. And I've been here 4 of them. And last year, it's the first fall when the skies were clear. And I'm praying it'll be the same situation here. We've had some enormous fires, enormous. And when I saw all those fire trucks coming, and I saw that life flight helicopter above head, it just makes me sick to my stomach, and I feel like crying. I think I've followed the progress of this fire since I got home, and it got very huge. I mean, the smoke beat me home. There were emergency vehicles coming from other directions, and I had to evacuate almost immediately. It was in like a neighborhood, it sounds like. I don't know what happened. It was 106 degrees outside, but it looks like they got on top of it, and there were no injuries. So life flight helicopter was either just there as a precaution, but the hospital was there too, so perhaps they couldn't land because the fire was right there. So I don't know exactly how it all played out, but it looks like they got everyone out and everyone's okay. I'm not sure if there's structural damage to houses. It's just awful. I mean, I didn't care that Walmart was closed. You know, I'd planned to go there and have this all, but all I could think of at that moment and at this moment and is just, I just pray everyone's okay, and then whatever they lost can be replaced, and no lives were lost. It's very harrowing. So anyway, that's the end of my haul, and that's my story, and I hope you all stay safe in this heat and in this fire season. A notification just came up on my phone that the fire has been contained. That is excellent news. Anyway, hope all is well, and stay safe on all fronts. And thank you so much for watching.